Hey Aveda Florida, it's Heather Cantrell, hair color manager for Aveda Florida. Let's get into a little hair color talk with Heather featuring our new Full Spectrum Demi Permanent. Let's get into a few ways that we can use Full Spectrum Demi Permanent. Things that are very familiar to you, much like we used with the Demi Plus, but things that are a little bit different than the usage of Demi Plus. I want today to be able to bring you a little bit of clarity when using Full Spectrum Demi Permanent. The first thing that I want to share with you is this brand new alkalizer. Yes, you heard it. We have a brand new alkalizer, and that is what is powering the Full Spectrum Demi Permanent. It is called Tris Color Integrity Technology. It is what is giving us that no drip, no slip, and all grip formula. This is also what is preventing that progression of color. It's giving us the true to level formulations. No longer do we need to formulate 3 levels lighter to get the exact level that we're looking for. No longer do we have to worry about any product dripping down our guest's face. This product is truly the Demi that we all needed. Full Spectrum Demi Permanent contains 20% more weightless oils than Demi Plus. They are moringa oil, tamanu oil, and kukui oil. They are providing a more enhanced conditioning and shine, where the claims are 5 times shinier hair and 3 times smoother hair. Here's all the components for the new Full Spectrum Demi Permanent. A lot of them are very familiar to you, but yet we have a few additions. Let's talk about them. We have a familiar base, and we have our pure tones. Those are still formulated in the same way, so you will still use your typical grammage of 4, 8, 12, 16. That hasn't changed. But what has changed, we have an addition to our bases, a few enhanced pure tones, and then a few additions to the pure tones. Plus, we have these amazing toners that have been added in, and those have a little bit of a different formulation. But let's get into those too. Let's start by talking about the OG base, your levels 1 through 10 minus 2. They haven't shifted. They are a natural series base. This is what your natural series base looks like on the box itself. They have been reformulated to help prevent going darker. We love that as colorists, right? The addition to our bases is now we have a natural sheer series. This natural sheer series is 30% less dye load than the natural series. They are giving us a more translucent base with a cooler tone. This natural sheer ranges from levels 5 to 9 and fantastic for a low light, a root smudge, shadow root, anything that you want to sheer out as far as your base. Both of your bases, it is recommended a 1-to-1 ratio, but if you do like that thinner consistency of the Demi Plus, you can formulate at a 1 to 1.5 ratio. The grammage on that is 40 grams of your base and then 60 milliliters of your color catalyst. But you can see right on the label of the box, recommended is 1-to-1. Now let's talk about the pure tones. As you can see, they're all very similar to what Demi Plus brought us. Here's your dark level pure tones from levels 3 to 6. The addition is the green tone. Let's talk about that in just a moment. Next up are your light level pure tones, which are great for levels 7 to 10. The addition here is your pink. Oh, and an enhancement. We can now see more of the color deposit from the light gold and the light copper. They have been enhanced to give us the gold and the copper we've been asking for. Let's talk about these 2 new pure tones. The green is a beautiful, cool green. Its true intention is to eliminate any warmth that we might be trying to cancel out. The pink, You might be familiar with this pink because it was Congress pink. They brought it back. They gave it to us permanently. So please use it all the time. It's fantastic. If you love blonde finish, you are going to love these 7 new beautiful toners. The blonde finish toners are now being absorbed but enhanced in our new full spectrum Demi Permanent line. Previously, we used blonde finish on levels 9 and up, whereas these toners are meant for our lighter levels starting at 7 and up, let's say. You want to think of toners as being a more sheer version of our pure tones. Because they are so light and so sheer, almost pastel-like, they are intended to tone at the NRP for our lighter levels. As you can see, here are the guidelines for the formulations for usage of the toners. 40 grams of your toner with a 1 to 1.5 ratio, that being 60 milliliters of your color catalyst from 5 to now up to 20 minutes. Not just 5 minutes anymore. We can leave it on a little bit longer if we are wanting to see a little more color deposit. The idea behind using a toner is to tone, enhance, or neutralize at the level that we've lifted. The addition of the natural or natural sheer base isn't always necessary when toning. If you've lifted to the level that you've already achieved, no need to add a base, we just need to tone or enhance. It's recommended to use at full strength because of this sheerness of the pigment of the toner. Let's talk gray coverage guidelines. Here are the guidelines from Aveda regarding your gray coverage. 100% gray coverage can be achieved with your natural series base for 20 minutes. If you're looking for a more gray blending effect, leave your natural sheer base on for only 10 minutes. For a more sheer coverage, it's recommended to use the natural sheer series from levels 5 to 9 for just 10 minutes. Gray blending is recommended at a 1-to-1 ratio. Processing time for full spectrum Demi Permanent is now 5 to 20 minutes. You can still use your 5 cream and 5 liquid, or your 10 cream and 10 liquid color catalyst to help you with your processing. Obviously, a liquid is great for a bottle application, especially if you're toning at the shampoo bowl. The ratio is recommended a 1-to-1 ratio, or if you like that thinner viscosity, a 1 to 1.5 is not going to shift your level. But keep in mind the toners are recommended at a 1 to 1.5 ratio, and it'll say it right on the box, the label on the box. Here are all of your usage options. I hope that you are enjoying the use of your full spectrum Demi Permanent. I hope that you are able to continue with your glossing, your shine refresh treatments, now with toning with more options, color balancing, gray coverage, and of course, pre-coloration. If you feel like you need some additional training and additional education regarding the full spectrum Demi Permanent, there's some great opportunities coming your way. Check out Pure Pro for some virtual Dream in Color education classes. But guess what? I'm also teaching Dream in Color virtual training through AvedaFlorida.com. We'll go more into detail, be able to answer questions live for you, but you'll register for those for April 28th, April 30th, and May 2nd through AvedaFlorida.com under the Education tab. If you have any other questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm available at any time. You can reach me at my Instagram, Heather@Aveda, or you can email me, heather.cantrell, CANTRELL, @thesalonpeople.com. Thanks so much for listening to me today, and I hope that we clarified anything further for you. Make it a great day.